Robert Nixon, a rural visionary who, by reputation, was held to be mentally retarded, was born around 1467 on a farm in the county of Cheshire, England. He began his working life as a ploughboy, being too stupid by all appearances to do anything else. He was mostly a silent youth, though sometimes given to strange, incomprehensible babblings were taken to be a sign of his limited mentality. One day, however, while he was ploughing a field, he paused in his work, looked around him in a strange way, and exclaimed, "Now, Dick, now, Harry! Oh, ill done, Dick! Oh, well done, Harry! Harry has gained the day!" This outcry, more cogent than the most, though still incomprehensible, puzzled Robert's fellow workers, but the next day everything was made clear. The very moment of Robert's strange seizure, King Richard III had been killed at Bosworth Field, and that the victor of the decisive battle, Henry Tudor, was now proclaimed Henry VII of England. Before long, news of the bucolic seer reached the new king, who was much intrigued and wanted to meet him. An envoy was sent from London to escort Nixon back to the palace. Even before the convoy left court, Robert knew he was coming and was thrown into a fit of great distress, running about the town of Over and crying out that Henry had sent for him and that he would be starved to death. In the meantime, Henry had decided on a method of testing the young prophet. When Nixon was shown into his presence, the king appeared to be greatly troubled. He had lost a valuable diamond, he explained. Could Nixon help him locate it? Nixon replied calmly, in the words of a proverb, that those who hide can find. Henry, of course, had hidden the diamond and was so impressed by the plowboy's answer that he ordered a record to be made of everything the lad said. What he said, duly interpreted, forecast the English civil wars, death and abdication of kings, and the war with France. He also forecast that the town of Nanwich in Cheshire would be swept away by a flood, though this has not yet happened. The prophecy that most concerned Nixon was the most improbable of all, that he would starve to death in the royal palace. To allay these fears, Henry ordered that Nixon should be given all the food he wanted, whenever he wanted it, an order that did not endear the strange young man to the royal kitchen, whose staff, in any case, envied his privileges. One day, however, the king left London, leaving Robert in the care of one of his officers. To protect his charge from malice of the palace domestics, the officer thoughtfully locked him safely in the king's own closet. The officer was then called away from London on urgent business and forgot to leave a key or instructions for Robert's release. By the time he returned, Robert had starved to death.